Welcome to Irrational Diversions, where we focus on tiny problems that keep me up at night. Today, we're going to focus on three things that'll help the infotainment center operate like it's not a rented computer from 1996. Nothing exciting, no turbos, no neon underglow, nothing that's going to win a race, but it's going to make the car feel excellent when you're just going for a cruise. This is the inside of my Civic Hatchback. This is some of the electronic stuff that I keep so I can keep listening to my music and keep going with my infotainment system. I'm supposed to be contemplating the fleeting nature of the internal combustion engine while I'm here, but instead I'm stuck feeling like it's 1999 and we haven't even hit the 21st century. I'm looking for the dial-up modem for my Honda Infotainment Center. Music is great. So is streaming radio. But as soon as you hit that one area where you lose cell coverage, you're stuck with whatever local FM station thinks is contemporary, and it probably sucks. We got to do something about it. Until recently, all of my USB thumb drives were the USB-A variants. But my car has just the USB-C ports. Something had to be done. When I first got started using the car and wanted to use tunes in the radio, I started with a USB-A port converter to a USB-C port. You just plug your drive in, but then you're stuck with something like this that really takes up a lot of real estate and makes more dangly crap I don't need. So here's the drive I ended up with. 256 gigs by Samsung. That's a Type-C drive. I convinced myself overbuying storage would compensate for my lack of patience. I do sort of regret getting the 256 gig drive. I believe it is the maximum that you can handle in the Civic. But my future goal is to have several smaller 64 gig drives neatly labeled. One for classic rock, one for industrial rock, and one just to store stuff to annoy passengers so they don't think I'm a taxi or an Uber. Switching between drives is 1,000 times easier than trying to search through 10,000 songs on a single gargantuan drive while on a road trip. This thing fits in there tight, doesn't take up any room, doesn't leave any dangly cords laying around, and it's just been flawless. For now, I like this aesthetic. It's clean, it's flush with my massive music library. It's a proper setup, low effort, high return, unlike that time I tried to rebuild my own engine in the Mustang. This is my wife's 2015 Accord with about 200,000 miles and a dirty windshield. And this is the car phone holder she has. It's got a suction mount down here, and it's nice. It kind of clicks right in and holds the phone and has these little pinchers over here to release it. It's done a good job. Sometimes you have to fight with a little bit, and it does change orientation okay. This is our 2018 Ram, and it has an air vent style holder for the cell phone. It's a little twist and gets held in here. There's a couple little holders down here that hold it from falling down further. And these little pads kind of hold it in place. It will let you twist it, and then it's got a case of this sag, so it sits kind of at a weird angle because of the weight. It's sloppy, it's loose, it's a piece of garbage, and I'd never get one of these again. The Civic is great, but it just lacks a good place to mount the phone. I've had phones that have used suction cups, They look okay, but they fail miserably in the heat of the summer. The ones that mount in the air vents, on my truck, that thing just sucks and it falls off every other time I take a corner. Once again, we find it's unboxing day. We've got the car screen magnetic phone mount, and we had to get a new phone case. So after I got this connector, I started learning a little bit about MagSafe and the way they put their technology, their magnets, in phone cases. At the right angle, and I don't know if you can see it here, there's a magnetic ring in the back of this phone case. I went and bought this thinking I absolutely needed this to work with the new phone mount. There it is. It's a great place. But I didn't really care for the case so much because of the color. The phone just gets lost all the time. So I took my old case, which has this fancy lime green color. Everybody in the house went to some super bright color, and we found out we never lose our phones. They're always easy to find. They're not stuck on the couch or in a blanket somewhere because it's the same color. You just glue this ring on the back, and there you go. It's in a good spot. It's easy to reach. I can always turn it on, check what I need. It's right next to the radio. The phone doesn't move around when you drive, and if you need to go into landscape mode, it works out just about perfectly right there. This magnet circle mount is called MagSafe. If MagSafe would like to sponsor a 57-year-old guy driving a Civic, I'm here, and my morals are available for the right price. Now, the best part about this thing is there's room on the back for change or whatever people put in there. I find it's a great place to put my sunglasses. That's the options I like. This is the mount I was using for my cell phone when I wanted to put it on my tripod. But with the new MagSafe, we can just throw that thing away. And they had an even better one, so it's kind of like a bonus. The MagSafe that keeps on giving. All right, so far I've shown you 2 accessories that'll make your Civic feel about 30% less like a rental car and a little bit more like your own. Now I want to know, what's your go-to mod or accessory or anything like that that helps you make your car yours? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Or just tell me I suck. I can deal with it. It's the internet. While you're down there, click that like button. It validates my crippling desire for digital approval. Also, if you could subscribe, that would really help out. I'm aiming for a completely manageable goal of 35 subscribers, and I'm so close, I can taste it. You could be the one that puts me over the top. I need your help to get there. Don't let me down. Are you ready for the final act of this 3-accessory showdown? Here it is. From AAWireless. This makes your cell phone wirelessly connect to Android Auto. I assume it works with CarPlay too, but it's 2025. Why are you still using a wired connection for Android Auto? So the Civic makes you plug in every time, but with this device, I just plug it right in to the USB-C, and momentarily it'll start blinking. I tried making the overall connection a little more difficult than it had to be, but all you have to do is make sure your phone can talk to this thing, plug it in, and it's done. I kept trying to get my radio, the Infotainment Center, to connect to this, but once you plug it in, game over, it's done. You're now wireless with Android Auto. Once you start using this, it becomes completely seamless. I get in the car, put my seatbelt on, start the car up, and within, I don't know, maybe about 30 to 40 seconds, a complete connection's made between my phone, this device, and the infotainment center, and it remembers what I'm doing last. So if I was listening to music, it jumps right into that. It picks up the maps, everything you were doing, it just picks it up right where you left off. This thing literally has one button, one blinking button, so it's not complicated. There's no funny settings to it. You start the car, and it starts to work. The console is clean. My music plays. This is a quality of life upgrade. This should have been the standard that Civic gave us these cars with. The device comes in a really neat looking box with some of the worst instructions I've ever attempted to read. It's just completely worthless. And it had the adapter cable so that you could go USB-C to USB-A. I used the USB-C to USB-C cable, and everything's been working ever since. I believe there are less expensive wireless adapters out there, but I saw the reviews on this one were pretty good. It said it was pretty easy to set up, which it absolutely was. And for me, it just works. I recommend this one. Hey, AAWireless folks, I'd accept a sponsorship from you guys too. So let's review. We have 3 completely simple, low-skill, low-tool mods that change the interior experience of your Civic from to working pretty good. We fixed the music. We got a mount that actually works, and we cut the cord on Android Auto. These are cheap fixes, they're easy fixes, and they absolutely work. All right, now go fix the small problems big corporations couldn't be bothered with. Look, you bought a Civic, now go make it slightly less disappointing. Have a good one. I'll see you next time.